hook into.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Lunkers and Bucks. Good to see you again. Today we're at Salem Lakes Park in Virginia Beach. I've always wanted to find out what's in this small lake, pond, drainage ditch, whatever you want to call it. And today we're going to find out. Stick around to see what type of fish I hooked into. We've just had a ton of rain. Temperatures have dropped 20 degrees and it's blown. Let's get on.
With all this flooding, the water clarity is very muddy. So I'm thinking the sound and vibrations might be my best bet. And again, it's only 3-4 feet deep. Top water should be just fine. Now that I'm out of the wind. So they'll come up and grab this as fast as you want to reel it, but a lot of times I'll slow it down or stop it altogether. A lot of times it runs right into their mouth. Alright, so that wind is just absolutely blowing. I'm going to see if I can get on this side and get out of it. Work my way down. Looks like the water's only about 3-4 feet deep. Yep, right there. That's about 4 feet. That's deep enough. Little whopper plopper. Tail moves around, pretty cool. Alright, we've got some depth here, so I'm feeling a little bit better about it. You can catch bass in shallow water, but I find you get some better ones when you have some depth to it. Alright, there's something here. Probably carp jumping over there. Like to give it a few seconds. Just let it sit there. It's bobbing up and down anyways, right there in the cover. Sometimes bass will come up there and just look at it, wondering what it is, and then boom, you hit a little bit of movement. I see that drainage pipe over there. I always like to fish drainage pipes. I have fish plantation lakes a lot, and they've got a drainage pipe that connects all the lakes together, and under certain weather conditions you can go to one of the drainage pipes and you'll see 15-20 bass all pointing in the direction of the drainage pipe, waiting for something to come through it. And you stay off it enough and you just put that lure right in front of it. It's just a freaking fantastic time. So we're going to work our way down to the drainage pipe. All right, I like this too.
I may like it, but up to this point, I've got absolutely bupkis as far as fish. I might have to change up something.
Keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results is the definition of insanity.
Up to this point, I've been using a whopper, plopper, and a frog, which normally would work here, but up to this point, really hasn't.
I'm going to switch up to something goes down a little bit deeper. I'm feeling that.
So far, what I found is that the deepest point in this lake is about 4 feet. Up around the edges, it can go from 6 inches to 2 feet. More consistently, about 3 feet. Not a lot of structure. Unfortunately, there's a lot of trash. Some areas there are rock beds helping to hold the bank into place, And then, as you saw, a lot of these grasses right up against the edge. But again, not a lot of structure. I've hit some of the areas that are sitting in shade from trees from the bank. And I'm using, whopper plopper, which has a lot of noise, a lot of water displacement, and a frog, a topwater floating frog, which again, normally I just tear them up and in shallow water, but it's just not happening. So I had to switch to something a little bit deeper. Again, I'm wondering if the temperature drop, the muddy water, because we just had a monsoon of rain, plus the wind is absolutely blowing, and I'm thinking maybe the top water is being affected by how much wind is on the surface. So I know that creates more motion, more noise, and maybe fish is a little bit deeper. I know it's only 3 feet, but perhaps something a little bit deeper might change that up a little bit. Getting a little discouraged, but it's not stopping me. I'm on the water having fun. So if you want to find where I'm fishing at, it's on Salem Lakes Boulevard and Centennial Circle. It's basically called Salem Lakes Park. The park number for Virginia Beach is 2080. Basically, just go on to virginia.gov and you can find a list of all the parks that Virginia Beach runs. They upkeep them, keep them clean. They've done a really nice job with it. Um, the great thing about that is it gives you access to all these small ponds, drainage ditches that are basically in residential neighborhoods, and most people really don't fish them. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. Don't say you never tried that.
Okay, there's officially no bass in Salem Lakes.
So some of the equipment I like to use, I'm sitting on an old Ascend kayak. Not super fancy, but it gets the job done. Most of the poles and reels I have are a hodgepodge of stuff I bought from Walmart. One of these I found in my attic when I moved in. Not a lot of fancy stuff. I use a mixture of braid and mono, just depending on what I'm feeling for that day. Um, I'm always wearing my booties there just because in this area there's a lot of junk in the water. If I have to get out barefoot or not having my feet covered is going to get me all cut up. As you can hear, this rod needs a little bit of grease, but it catches me a ton of fish. It's light. Again, it's got a little bit of braid on it, so when I hit some big stuff, it'll bring it in. Just got to set my drag right. Might take me a little bit, but the bite's fantastic on light tackle. I'm sure we're going to hook up here any second. You don't go all day fishing, hitting everything under the kitchen sink and not get some. Very rare that I get skunk. Don't forget at the end of the video to check out the description below. Gives access to some previous videos that connect to this one, as well as Facebook. If you have a moment, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. More to come.
Whoa! What did I hook into? Whoa! It's a big one. I don't know what it is. Oh, that's a bass. That's a bass. And I didn't bring my freaking net. Come to daddy. That's a bass right there, guys and gals. there are bass in Salem Lakes. Whew. Guys and girls, I am shaking after that one. That's a freaking hulse. All right, guys and gals.
Just going to take a second here to make sure he's okay, make sure he's oxygenated. So apparently Salem Lakes is Lunker certified. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Give it a try. Lunkers and Bucks, see you next time.